nigga got the biz and it's the same week.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right. Pay attention. We're gonna teach you something real special today. This is two coins with my boy Wally, then Ronnie, wherever you're at, we're at. Showing two sides of the same coin. Let me know what y'all think. 2 coins. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter today.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the 2 Coin Podcast. It's your brother Waleed.
And I'm Ronnie, the other side of the coin.
And today's episode is brought to you by the Phoenix Suns. Biatch! Soon to be NBA champions.
Hell yeah, man. I know your ass is excited, bro.
Bro, I'm fucking hype. Honestly, like I was telling you, bro, 2 years ago, I would have never imagined
expected
that this situation would happen. And for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, the Suns, who are unfortunately the team that I supported for the past 10 years, or as long as I've been watching the NBA, have finally made an NBA Finals in the first time that I've been watching them, and in the first time since 1993, and have a legit shot at winning a title, man.
Facts, bro.
Two years ago, we were the worst team in the league, 19-63.
Bro, CP really just came there and blessed y'all.
We won 19 games and lost 63 two calendar years ago.
That's
and now
insane.
we're in the finals.
That's insane to think about. That's insane to think about, bro. Going from fucking 19 games to fucking 50. Would you have 50 or 60?
I don't know. I don't want to just like guess it, but
regardless,
it was
bro.
a shortened season, and we had the second best record in the league.
Okay.
Right, like we were 1 game behind the Utah Jazz, so to see them get knocked out in the second round, and for us to go as far as we did, I never thought it would happen. But hey, I'm gonna ride the wave. But
hey,
you know, I had to get that out of my system.
Hey, fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And you know we finna fucking you about to be even crazier when we hear next week. Talking about, so the Suns just won the championship.
The Suns just went down 0-3, man. Like, what do you say? Man, you know what? The season don't even matter, bro. Like, it's like
that'd be insane.
But nah, I had to get that out of my system. Is more pressing, more important matters to talk about.
Hey, big facts, bro. And you actually sent me this. You sent me this tweet last night because we were about to get in. We just want to like talk about like server life, you know, some funny shit that we seen. Just you know what I mean. And then yo ass sent me this tweet out of New Hampshire where a server ended up getting a $16,000 tip, and the manager took it upon himself to split it 12 ways, so every employee that worked that day got $1,300.
Wait, how much was the tab for again?
The tab was $37,
and then the tip was how much?
$16,000.
So total was $16,000 and 37
cents. $16,037.00.
That's hella funny. All right, but okay.
What are you doing if you get that tab and then your manager come back around? He's like, "Here's $1,300."
I'm like, you can suck my dick. I'm hiring a lawyer. Okay, I'll be contacting you within the next couple of days. I quit. I'm getting my money.
Yeah, man. What the fuck?
Because there's no other situation where I get it. The tip is a large, like unthinkable amount. 16,000. Like that's.
Facts.
Almost life changing. I don't want to say it, but like.
But for some people, it helps a lot.
For sure. So like to get that money just randomly, that just means just God picked you that day. Like you got a blessing. It don't matter how much of a good server you are. Just the rules of the game say all of the money which are tipped by your table is supposed to go to you, the server who's responsible for that table, right?
Facts.
So like, what the fuck am I doing splitting it with everybody else who didn't even help me out?
Bro, I would have been hot as hell because you got to think, bro. Like you said, I'm the one over here fucking taking the orders. I'm the one over here doing the drinks, doing everything. And you telling me your little ass worked in the morning, got cut before this dude came in, and now you're getting fucking $1,300 when you come in? Like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
That's so out of pocket, bro.
That's crazy. But on the flip side, too, like, let me ask you this. If you're, like, the coworker of the person who got that $16,000 tip, and the manager comes in like, "Oh, bro, you getting a rack. You ain't do shit, but you getting a rack."
I'll be hyped, bro.
How hard would you like fight for your costs to be like, "Hey, we deserve an equal share. You shouldn't get the whole thing, even though it's your table."
Bro. I wouldn't fight for that cause, but I'm like, you know, what I mean?
You gotta be a piece of shit
for real, bro. I'd be like, word.
But it also depends on like, your relationship with the coworker. What if it's a coworker you fucking hate?
I mean, but still, like I could press it.
It's like I'm a man with morals.
Nah, not even that, bro. You're just gonna come across as like dead, bro. Like everything we talking about with a server getting this full amount, and you're over here fighting for bro. Split that shit.
I'm just trying to add a little twist to it. I'm not saying I wouldn't do anything, you know.
but I hear you though. Like especially if it's somebody you hate.
Yeah. I'm
not gonna lie, bro. Like I'd be mad as fuck. Like damn, this motherfucker got 16.
Yeah, cause
this motherfucker.
I be petty, bro. That's one of my character flaws, but it's like, bro, I be thinking about shit like that. Like, if it's somebody I want to fuck with, like.
But here's the thing, though, bro. Like, I feel like if you getting tipped out $16K, leave it up to me on who I want to split it with.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like,
I know who helped me with that table. I know who I'm cool with. I know, you know what I mean? I'm not just gonna go an even split.
Under normal circumstances, right? You get your tips, and then at the end of the night, you split them up between your busser, your host, whatever.
All that.
And it's like, depending on how much busser or whoever else helped you out, that'll dictate how much you tip them out based on how much you made.
Facts.
Right? So why is this any different? It's like, okay, I just got lucky and got a $16,000 tip. So what? Like,
Now you just gonna fuck
it's
up
just
my
still
shit.
mine. Like,
Nah,
I
bro.
don't know. I wonder if there's any like legal thing. I don't know what the fuck they even like some documentation that if you really were to hire lawyers and take that to court and be like, no, I deserve every cent of that tip.
So here's on the
Is there something in writing that says, in some sort of law or whatever, that says like X amount of dollars can't be exceeded per tip or whatever, and at some point it has to be split up between the entity?
Nah, I don't think that there's a law on that, but here's the flip side to it. Like I did read a couple about that same restaurant, they do pool their tips.
What does that mean?
That means whoever so you put all the tips that you get during your shift, like say you're in the bar, right? If the bar ends up pooling tips, you put all your tips in a pot and then you get tipped out based on the amount of hours. Like that's how, like when I was working at King's Fish House, like that's how it was.
Okay, that's weak as fuck.
I mean, it benefits the motherfuckers who come in early, like 3-4 hours before and like preps all the work.
It benefits the hard workers, the grinders. What if I'm more of a finesser?
Nah, but man, I don't know. I'm on you. I'm with you on that, bro. Like I don't get the whole pool tip shit.
Yeah. So that restaurant specifically does that?
They yeah.
Okay, well then.
But you know
then they have an argument.
But you know what's hella funny? So once this guy like actually like hit social media, hella people started reviewing, like giving him Yelp reviews and just shit ton of 1 stars, like give that girl her money, give that girl her money. Don't go and eat here. They rob servers out of $16K. I'm like, damn, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Winning that money is the equivalent of like winning the lottery.
Fuck, man, $16K out the blue. Like shit, man. What's the most you ever made in a fucking on a shift?
It was close to 300, but that's because I had like a couple of big parties. So I mean, little background here because we do have listeners and we just shooting the shit right now. I mean, I used to be a restaurant worker for 3 years in college. You know, it's how I was getting by. You know, my little change, my little pocket money. You know, but the restaurant we were working at is like more of like a friendly little mom and pop little local spot that
y'all were the only Willow Street Pizza.
Yeah, Willow Street in San Jose.
They didn't have like a sister restaurant somewhere else, or like
no, they had like 2 other locations around like San Jose, but I think one of them got shut down. But anyway, long story short, it's like it doesn't get too busy to the point where you can expect like a fat payout on X night or what. Like obviously on weekends, as a server everywhere, you're gonna make more money on weekends, right? And it's like, but there was usually working there is like a cap on how much you could make. Your ceiling was like capped out at probably like, I'd say 300.
Damn, okay.
300, and that's if you're really busting ass.
Damn, okay.
So yeah, I made like close to 300, but I could have probably made more because there was a bunch of shifts that I gave up that ended up being slammed, and it's like I gave them up for kind of like no reason. I'm just like,
I ain't trying to go in right now.
Yeah, but honestly, like that's the type of job where you could just you could hustle, make hella fucking.
Bro, you can make racks in that shit,
yeah,
bro.
because all my spending money throughout college was basically
just from serving
throughout that job. Yeah.
Nah, facts, bro. I remember like the craziest shit that happened to me was when I was working at SP2. So it was like one of those, I think it was like a Friday or Saturday night. So you know how like probably like after 10 it kind of goes from being like a restaurant to a nightclub. Mm-hmm. So we were giving out bottle service and shit. But my manager was just tripping. He's like, nah, no more bottle service for anybody. But then, you know what I mean? This one dude, him and his homies or whatnot, they were out there like for their birthday or whatnot. They're like, hey, can we just get a bottle of Hennessy? I'm like, fuck yeah, you can. Like, what the fuck? Because every bottle I give every bottle you sell, it's an automatic $60 gratuity.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why the fuck are we not selling this bottle? Like, it's 10 o'clock right now. We're open till 2. These motherfuckers want to like drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, so I go and drop off the bottle. And they turn up, and then I guess my manager goes over there and sees them with the bottle. And he comes back to me, and he's just like, what the fuck? Why are you giving him a bottle? I'm like, bro, it's fucking 10 o'clock. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's still early, bro. Like
people are literally just getting here. They're setting up.
This is around the time when people get bottles.
You literally, bro. I'm like, I don't get why you're not trying to get bottles. He's like, well, for sure. Like, I'm gonna, you know what I mean? We went back and forth, whatever. But he was cool. He's like, for sure. But I'm about to go fuck with them and tell them that you're getting fired. So I'm like, whatever, you know what I mean? So he ends up going, does his thing. Maybe about like 10 minutes later, old boy comes back to me. He's like, yo, man, like, damn, I'm sorry to like hear about that. I was like, what you talking about? He's like, bro, and slapped me this fat ass wad of cash and was just like, yo, your manager said you just got fired. So I'm like, yo.
I remember you telling me this story in real time.
So I'm like, yo, I appreciate it. So I walk back to the server because I'm like, bro, I'm not about to count this in front of nobody.
Yeah.
So I'll go back to the service station, like, or all the way in the back, where in the backpack, and I'm counting this, and I'm like,
back.
300, 400, 450, 500. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
You're like, cash, money,
Bruh, these
bitch.
motherfuckers literally like just slid me 550.
Yeah.
And then I seen bro walking later. I'm like, hey man, I'm keeping a buck with you. Like, I'm not getting fired. He's like, bro, fuck your manager. Keep the cash though, but your manager's just a dick, bro. Like, fucking, I appreciate it, bro. Then
You a solid dude, man.
Bro, that with all the tips I ended up making that day, fucking I ended up walking out with like 900.
Hey,
That shit was like,
pretty good, man. That's,
Bruh.
that's a lot of money.
that shit. Yeah, man, that didn't make sense. I was like, bro, what is going on right now? like,
Like,
fuck going and turning up after this. I'm going straight home, putting this money away.
putting this shit in my LLC fund.
Literally, bro.
We coming for that Jay-Z brunch.
LLC Twitter, bro. We on you. But man, anyways, get off the serving shit though, bro. You believe in curses?
In what?
In curses, like naming curses.
Like when you say curses, is it like curse words or like spiritual curses? Like, ooh, I'm gonna put a hex on you.
Not like spiritual hexes. Like, say for example, like, would you name your kid after you? Like, you know how some people say naming your kid after you could be bad luck, or you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, this topic is like weird because I mean, you know, I'm a Muslim.
Yeah.
It's like haram to name kids after you.
What's that mean?
Like it's frowned upon, forbidden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
What's the reason behind it?
to be honest,
It's like some conceited thing.
I don't know.
Damn. Okay.
I just know that that's what the ruling is. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to like elaborate on topics that I don't know much about.
Yeah.
I'm always willing to say I don't fucking know. You know, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. But my opinion on the topic is like people do it, especially like fathers with their sons, to like continue like a legacy, and it makes total sense. And a lot of times, like naming, you know, your firstborn son a junior. More often than not, I mean, like, obviously from what I've seen,
Yeah.
from people that I've known, like, the shit that I've seen on TV and whatever, like, it usually ends up working out.
Yeah. They
Right?
end up being better.
Like, there's a little more, like, extra care involved there, I think, you know, when you were junior.
But you gotta also think there's the entire flip side of all the people that you don't know about.
Yeah.
Just the average day Joe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, I personally would name my kid after me.
Would you?
RJ. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he could be a little RJ running around. If you had a son, he'd be a little wild motherfucker. RJ, come on, he'd be just a menace.
In the extra shit.
I see a little 2-year-old RJ running around this.
Bro, you ever seen a girl named after her mom?
That, I was just gonna say that. How come we never see that? Like
I've seen it. I'm named after my grandmother. But like directly after the mom,
yeah, I haven't seen it.
I've never seen that either.
I've seen like fathers name their daughters after their mothers.
After the father's mother.
After
right?
the father's
Yeah,
mother, yeah, but like not like
her mother itself.
yeah. I want her to continue my legacy. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
That's different, bro. I feel
Yeah.
like that's something you gotta see if females even like think about shit like that. You know
no,
what
I mean yeah, it's not something we can speak on.
Facts.
So-
I would just assume dudes are just prideful as fuck.
But it's just
Think about the audacity for you to be like, you're gonna continue my legacy.
yeah.
You
You're
ain't
gonna
even-
live the life that I never achieved, and I will force you to do it.
Bro, I'm weak, man.
That's how fucked up relationships happen. Because sometimes the kid's like, yeah, and goes along with it, and it's actually happy and all good and fun.
Yeah.
But then other times, like, fuck you, dad.
Nah, literally, bro. Sometimes it's just like unnecessary pressure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we know examples of that shit too, where it's just like, damn, bro, like you had no reason to doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it's like an identity thing too, like you taking away the identity of somebody.
Yeah. Like my dad specifically, the way he operated was like, I mean, especially as I got older, he'd just be like lecturing and just like giving me vague like lectures or like talking points. It always like, he always like drags out like something for hella long, but he always ties it back to a point. And I'm like, what the fuck does this have anything to do with what we're talking about? And then he just lets it sit there and lets me like marinate and think about it for the next couple of days. And then it's just like, I come to a revelation. It's like, oh shit.
You was right.
It's just like little nuggets that he'll drop based on the situation that he'll like allow me to then incorporate into my life or whatever the fuck is
Bro,
going on.
ain't it crazy how it's just like, you know, when people used to say you gonna learn, like once you're older, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like now that you're older, you're like, damn,
You
bro.
were right about everything.
You're like,
Like, for real.
you called it, shit.
Like, damn, I was a little motherfucker.
Man.
Like, damn, I used to like my arguments looking back with my parents. Like, I was such a dumbass. Like, you ever think about the shit you used to argue with your parents about?
Shit was no reason, bro. It made no fucking sense.
Yeah, it was like, you're a little fucking. They probably wanted to smack the shit out of you.
Man, bro. My dad was heavy-handed too.
Hey, shout out to mom and pops though.
For real, man. I love y'all.
Yes, sir.
But shit, man. Here's another one. If animals could talk, right?
We're just pulling coins out the bag.
Literally, yeah. We just shooting the shit if you ain't figured it out.
We're shooting the shit. That's the name of the podcast. Book it, stamp it. Let's not forget about it.
Shooting the shit.
Yeah.
But nah, so if animals could talk, right? Which one you think is gonna be the rudest?
If these walls could talk. Hey, okay, all right. The Monterey in me is about to come out. I don't know what the fuck that means, but it is.
Okay.
Because my answer is seagulls. Seagulls are fucking predators, bro.
Bro, seagulls are dickheads, bro.
Seagulls, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If you got sunroof on your car, and you at the beach, like parked with your
That's
like your
their toilet.
sunroof open, that's their shitting bowl. They just aim and.
I was gonna say, bro, like seagulls seem like, bro, they know exactly where they're shitting.
Yeah, and plus they like attack. They eat like fucking dead fish, like right off the shore. They eat like dead animals, like.
Bro, they're like crows, just white.
They be screaming and yelling at each other. They be eating each other, bro.
That's savage, bro. Y'all got a shit ton out there too, huh?
I mean, like any beach town has a whole bunch. They just gonna be there. They're like the fucking pigeons of the beach. And pigeons are like the rats of the sky. But nah, that's my. I feel like they'd be rude. I feel like they'd just be like, they'd be like the Patrick Beverly of animals.
Bro, seagulls. That's hella funny, bro. I'd have to say fucking squirrels, man. I have to say fucking squirrels.
Squirrels are like, little tiny, little cute little things, man.
No, they're not, bro. Squirrels are savages.
They do kind of look like flying rats.
Bro, literally. They're the fucking rats of the trees.
They just rats with fucking hops.
Like a motherfucker, bro.
They
Like you ever seen a squirrel glide? That shit is like the trippiest shit. I'm like, bro, you shouldn't be able to just
Yeah, why the fuck are they so athletic?
literally
And then it'd be pouncing from tree to tree, like
just fucking mobbing, bro.
yeah,
On their Tarzan shit.
eating acorns and shit. It's like, damn, bro. Sometimes like I be looking at animals like none of this shit fucking matters to you, huh?
At all, bro.
It's like your lifespan is probably like 10 days or
Bro,
so.
especially when you think about like insects and shit, like flies. Aren't flies like lifespan like only like a couple weeks or some shit?
Yeah, I mean, like when you live your whole life in shit and piss, and you better not to live for long, man.
Just living, just slumming it in the shit.
Yeah.
Man, that's fucking. I could see seagulls though, bro.
What was your answer?
Fucking squirrels.
Squirrels, yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I think there's a lot of animals though that just like unprovoked, they'll just fuck you up.
For no reason.
If you look at them the wrong way, if you like mean mug the wrong type of animal, they'll come
Bro,
check you.
I could see fucking like coyotes being dicks, bro.
Yeah.
And hyenas. Like hyenas are like the definite. Hyenas are Patrick Beverly, bro.
Hyenas would be like, what are those? Ah!
Literally, bro. Hyenas are Patrick Beverly, man. For no reason.
There's a lot of animals we can compare to.
Patrick Beverly.
Let me stop. All right, we just sent them home.
Man.
But
Facts,
nah.
bro. Speaking of which, bro, the way that dude really just ended his fucking season. How you just gonna go out just pushing the shit out of him for no reason? You know what I mean?
Some hoe ass behavior. Literally, like just some punk ass hoe ass behavior. Like, what are you doing? Like,
For no reason.
hey, you lost the game and we're going into a timeout, and then you shove the guy onto the floor and get a technical and get kicked out the game as your team is down 20 something, in an elimination game, and you're about to get sent home.
Kawhi's gone, bro. He's done.
Just L after L. Clippers is just L of an organization.
They are, bro. They are. They just need to fucking get rid of them. We've been saying this all the time. Get rid of the Clippers. Bring back the Sonics, bro. Make everybody fucking happy.
Yeah,
LA only needs one fucking basketball team. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, the Clippers pay the fans in the stands to be there. I'm just kidding.
We giving out $30K a year for anybody who wants to be a Clipper fan.
Hey, let me ask you this.
What's up?
Speaking of the NBA, that leads me to think about like NBA Twitter. In one sentence, in one word,
Yeah.
what would you use to sum up the internet? What would that word be? Wow. I dragged out that fucking question. Let me try that again. If you had to describe the internet in one word, what would it be?
Damn, bro, to keep it a buck.
Because
I'm a hyphen this, bro. It's Pandora's box.
Yeah, but doesn't Pandora's box usually imply something is good when you open up the box?
Bro, it's just endless possibilities.
Yeah, but then the possibilities could lead you like
to some negative shit too.
Like, you know, Facebook is like directly responsible for like the civil unrest in like Myanmar.
I didn't know that.
All that shit started with like Facebook fake news, not having a strong enough security. Like, internet, if used in the wrong way, can lead to fucking disaster and like chaos and fucking like destruction. Like, that's what I'm saying. So Pandora's box, I don't know. I'm just, maybe I'm not like 100% familiar with the word, but like, doesn't it mean like something good? I've always seen it like used in like a good context.
So like Pandora's box is pretty much like it's like going down the rabbit hole damn near. You know what I mean? So it's like that's what like it's just the whatever like the endless amount of possibilities that's about to happen with that happened with the internet. And now think about if the internet wasn't there, bro, half our life would not be in existence that we currently know like today.
It's crazy because we've seen like the evolution of it.
Yeah.
We were born before it was a thing. And then like we were like fucking 4 or 5 years old when it got like established as a thing. And then to what it is now, to like this fucking just bubble of like, cause it's just this now. You'll spend fucking hours on this. The internet is just like your phone. That's all it is. Like, yeah, it's accessible to everybody. Like, you don't really need to be rich to fucking have access to it.
So what would you say? What would your word be?
I would say, dangerous. Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a pessimist. Like, obviously, all right. Let me put it this way. Like, the older generation, like the boomers and like Gen X and whatever else, like, they were old enough to experience what it was like to like go through school or like go through like the work environment and like just life in general without having access to like information. They have to go to the library and comb through textbooks for hours to get like little nuggets of info. Yeah. And even then they probably wouldn't find shit, right? Yeah. Whereas now you have this little thing in your pocket, you just pull it out while you're taking a shit and just Google whatever's on your mind. So to see like the gathering of information from where it was, say, like in the 80s to like where we are now, if you're old enough to witness both eras and like really comprehend and take in like how far we've come, then yeah, like it's fucking beautiful, right? Yeah. Witnessing that. But me, I've seen it like, you know, when it's gotten out of control.
But you got to think, that's actually a good point because, bro, think about like the people that were like the kids that were born after 2000, 2001. Yeah. That have like iPads in fucking elementary school. Exactly. You know what I mean?
And think about like even like if you narrow down like the scope, if you go down to just like hip hop and the internet. Yeah. Like think about 2007 when the Soulja Boy what was the Crank remix?
Fucking Crank that.
That shit was all over the radio, right?
Yeah.
Think about like that's like a whole subgenre now of music.
What, radio rap?
Like radio dance hip hop, viral rap. Yeah. You know? He fathered that shit.
Bro, I mean, shit, all these TikTok dances that you see now, that's all from Soulja Boys.
And we saw it bloom into what it is now. It doesn't even seem like that long of a time.
It doesn't, bro. 15 years flew by quick, bro.
Yeah, so, like, it's weird. 'Cause I feel like our opinions on it are kind of biased just because we've seen it, like develop.
We've also got the experience, like a time of before fucking cell phones was a thing, internet was really a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, as children, too. Like during our developmental years, it's different. Like obviously, like most people have seen the internet develop. Yeah. But like as fully blown adults, it's different, right? But like growing up through the development of it,
that's different.
Yeah.
It's like we was like the test dummies for what's happening now.
For real. Because if you ask somebody like even 3 or 4 years younger than us, hey, what's your word of the internet? Fucking awesome.
Greatest thing ever.
Oh man.
Because they can't even think of a time before the internet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or even a time before cell phones. Like, bro, even like little stuff like, bro, when you think about like flat screen TVs, remember how much like a fucking 40-inch flat screen used to cost? Now you can go to Walmart and get one for $150.
Now every Costco has 50 on display.
like back then the shit you'd be paying fucking like damn near 1,000, 1,200.
Yeah, TV used to be heavy as fuck.
Heavy as hell, bro.
Like the whole backside is like, what is all this? Like, what the hell is
back here? You literally needed 2 people to carry the shit.
Bro, I remember
like now you can damn near carry a TV like a notebook.
I remember being 7 years old with the fucking cable antenna.
Fucking
we had that shit. Yeah.
Was this back in the East Coast?
Yeah. Back when we were fucking fobbing
it out here.
But nah, man.
Hey, nah, but here's something to think about, bro.
Hey, the internet is but let's just to wrap this up though. Like the internet is a good thing. I'll say that. Like it's responsible for like if you use it for good, it'll bring you good.
Bro, we got a lot of fucking developments that happen hella fast.
Yeah.
Like if you think how far we came,
We're in space and shit.
bro. They're like you heard of Neuralink. They're talking about trying to put Elon Musk talking about putting brain chips inside your like connected to your actual brain.
Nah, I'm cool off that.
But like this, it's supposed to be able to like track your neural synapses and stuff.
What the hell's that?
So pretty much it's just so you make a motion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you raising your hands, like neurons in your brain fire and react to that motion.
Yeah.
So then now what they're trying to do is have this chip be able to recreate human or be able to study humans like reaction times to help pretty much people that are paralyzed
My uncle, my mom's older brother, like is paralyzed.
So it pretty much this chip
paralyzed from the shoulder down. Like he can't even move his like arms and fingers.
That shit's
like,
crazy.
And you could like see like he wants to, like his brain is thinking about doing it. He wants to perform that function, but just can't execute it.
So this would help him moving in.
It's like a rare disease. I know I don't know what his is specifically, but I think it's ALS.
ALS,
whereas
okay.
like Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah.
But I don't know, cause like the death rate for it is hella high, and he's had this like disease since 2009, I'd say.
Oh shit.
2009, yeah. The life expectancy is probably like 3 years for it.
Damn,
So it's probably some different variation of a different neuro or like neuro related brain disease.
Yeah.
But basically, like from the moment he turned, I'd say like 49, 50.
That's when it hit.
That's when like he started like walking with a cane, and like his joints started getting stiff, and then gradually like say like fast forward 5 years later, he was walking with a walker at like barely like 55 years old.
Damn.
And then like I come to visit Sudan a couple years later, and then he's wearing like a wheelchair.
Damn.
And now it's like he needs to be helped onto the wheelchair and helped off of it.
God damn.
Yeah. And so it's brutal. Like it sucks, but like I wonder if something like that neurochip disease would like help cure that type of disease.
So like that's what they're trying to work with, is to help people gain, and even like people that can't see, it's to help them like be able to see stuff like that, correct pretty much issues that the humans have.
Okay.
Now that again, like that's great and all.
Yeah.
Now would I fucking end up getting a chip in my head because of the other? Because you got to think, bro.
But if it's to cure something as significant as what I like just described, then yes, absolutely.
But see, for him to have it, I'm talking about, because you have to think, bro. They're talking like in a couple, like in a decade or so. Fucking, we're gonna be having like people are gonna have chips in their head like the way they have phones. Talking about they're gonna play video games just like staring.
I hope I'm dead by then.
This shit's about to come quick,
Nah, bro. Like I'm not trying to live in a world like that. I'm sorry. Like fuck that. Fuck that. Like
I would never get that shit.
That's
bro,
some Black Mirror shit. I'm cool.
Literally, bro. That's what I was
I'm
thinking.
not a horror movie fan. I don't like none of that shit. Like keep that. Nah, but that's gonna lead to some evil, bro.
Bruh, and literally, man. Fucking yeah. See, it's shit like that, bro. Like it's that border of playing God. You know what I mean?
It's like that's. I hate to sound like a fucking red hat person, but that's like big tech controlling the fucking, literally the people. That's literally exactly what it is. Big tech companies gaining control of your brain and your cognitive performance and your whole fucking
body
neurological system. Fuck that.
Fuck no, bro. Cause then it's like from there, where does it stop? You know what I mean? Cause then it's just like, all right, people are gonna start living forever. You know what I mean?
They probably are looking into that shit. Like, I wouldn't be surprised
Mortality.
if there's some lab in fucking Santa Clara looking into that shit right now.
Into mortality?
Yeah.
Hey, if there is a way for you to live forever, would you take it?
No. No. Death is something we all have to accept. Like, it's a part of life, and it's been a part of life since the existence of humans.
Yeah.
At some point, the people close to you are going to die, and you're going to die. And you got to be prepared for that, and you got to learn to accept it, right?
Yeah.
That's just part of life. Like, why are we fucking with that type of shit? Like Jeff Bezos is talking about, like, building a civilization in Mars. I'm like, for what? Why do you want to do that?
Because he wants to be the king, though. You know what I mean? When you got all that money, bro, like, it just gets you
when
thinking
you start
about other
fucking
shit.
with, like, the natural way of how life is supposed to function based on what God has blessed us with.
Yeah.
Like, that's when it's just like, bruh, like, I have strong opinions.
But then, bro, nah, facts, though, because then you got to also think about it. Like, you're a fucking 40-plus-year-old with the number one richest, like, just a billionaire, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
you start thinking about, like you said, people gotta accept dying and this. When you a billionaire at fucking 40 plus, you're not ready for this shit. You want this to last forever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we've seen it before in history with other shit. Like, like one day, like in the early 1900s, niggas found out like, we need plastic and we need oil. So now we're fucking drilling holes into the earth and fucking changing the climate and putting the life expectancy of the climate in the gutter, all because we're like making oil and like basically, dude, everything in this room right now is made out of plastic. That computer, that chair, this fucking table, this fucking cup, that windowsill. It's all plastic, and plastic is produced by oil, and oil is drilling through the ground.
Hey, where does this stop?
And now it's like that discovery or that technological advancement has like brought us to a point of no return. We're fucking up like the planet, and there's nothing we can really do about it. And it's like that type of shit when you start messing with nature, you start testing Mother Earth, she'll fuck you up.
Bruh, she gonna react quick too. And people forget, bro, like there's literally all it's about to take is just a black hole to pop up in the solar system, and everything that we thought about our existence is gone like that in less than fucking
An asteroid will just hit us by accident and like, there goes Earth.
Bruh, so fucking the homie was telling me yesterday there's like an asteroid, I think surrounding Jupiter or surrounding Saturn, that has enough gold to to pretty much give every single person on this planet a little under like $8 billion.
For real?
Bruh, that shit.
Bring it.
But here's the other side of it too, bro. Imagine that shit.
Here's the other side of the coin.
Imagine that shit smacks the fucking smacks the earth, right?
Smack the earth. Smack the earth.
Whatever planet it smacks or whatever country it smacks, like fucking first off, that country's dead. The countries around it is probably all fucked up. And then motherfuckers are going to war for this fucking asteroid.
Oh yeah.
Like all
competing economies are warring over asteroids.
But that shit's crazy to think about. Enough gold.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. With 2020 and 2021, like something like that happening would not even be.
It was so surprising.
The realm of the possibility.
Hey, is this the Californian in me that's like, let that happen on the other side of the world, and then let's
keep
go
me over here.
And then, but bring the gold over here though. But like, keep the impact over there.
Because eventually y'all gonna want to come.
we don't need y'all fucking up what we got going here with an asteroid.
We're already fucking it up ourselves. We're burning it.
Man, bro.
Hey, speaking of burning it, fire season's around the corner.
It is. The fact that that's a natural thing. I mean, a normal thing now.
Yeah.
Like, bro, growing up, fire season was not a thing. And then now you telling me we got a 5th season out here?
It's like, hey, bro, you ready? It's that time of the year again. Shit's about to start burning everywhere. Hopefully it doesn't come near us.
Literally, bro. And shit, man. One up to everybody that fucking, got affected by that. Because somebody, bro, I knew one of the homies, he ended up fucking, his parents ended up losing their house.
Yeah, I mean, I know somebody who lived in Ventura, too, who's, his dad was a firefighter, actually.
God damn.
He came home at the end of, like, a shift.
Yeah.
And he found their home was burned down. I mean, thankfully, they recovered. And, like, they have a house now, like, and they were doing fine. But that's still tragic, man. Like, it's
I mean, shit, bro. At the end of the day, it's like,
I could never
it's
fucking
your property,
imagine
bro.
losing all your shit that you own in
a fire,
in a destructive fire.
Yeah, again, bro. This is all Mother Nature. Just
Mother Nature is fucking us up for drilling into the ground.
Drilling in the ground, changing the fucking weather climates and all that shit. Remember when people tried to say global warming was a myth?
Yeah.
And then out here we are 20 years later.
It's like, come on, dummy. It's a myth, bro. Like, if it's global warming, why is it cold in December still? That'll literally be the argument.
Bro, it's crazy how they say that Florida's supposed to in like a couple decades, Florida's supposed to be completely underwater.
Good. No, I'm just kidding.
All the world's problems will be solved.
Florida. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, bro, but why is all the craziest people from Florida, bro?
Florida's the penis of America.
It's the butthole, bro.
Like, it's just like the shape of it. It just like dangles.
Bro, Florida's the gooch of America.
Literally. It's just like you got exiled to Florida.
Man. Hey, here's something to think about. What sport do you think would benefit the most if you had alcohol to it?
Golf. And I'm just saying that because I'm a golf nut, but like, I think
Would be the funniest.
It would make watching golf on TV a lot more fun for the casual fan.
Cause the golfers are just drunk as shit.
You can only watch golf on TV if you're like really into it. Like, but if you're just like a casual, like, oh, let me just see what sport is on.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking NASCAR, cool. Like, okay, golf. Nobody just sits on golf if you're not like
Into it.
You're like, it's lame. Fuck it. But like, if you add them like drunk and talking shit, have them mic'd up like inside the NBA, that shit would be lit. Cause bro, TNT started doing that. So TNT, they do this thing called the match. So the last one they did is like basically a 2-on-2 like 4-person golf match.
Okay.
They had like Steph Curry and Peyton Manning versus Charles Barkley and Phil Mickelson. Charles Barkley's so bad at golf they had to give him the pro golfer to be his teammate versus Steph Curry, Peyton, and that shit was hilarious. It was just 2 hours of them just fucking playing 18 holes and talking shit, and it's like Chuck had like a whole like golf bag full of balls that had Shaq's face on them, and that was like a whole running joke, and it was just hella funny. But
That's hella funny.
I feel like something like that would make it more entertaining to the casual.
Bro, imagine football just drunk.
Oh, bruh. Offensive would be sloppy as hell, bro. Like, oh, imagine the quarterback just off the shits. Just
See
fucking
like 15 receivers.
sending the shit directly into the third row. Hit some kid's face.
Like, bro, imagine if it was just a mandatory. Every fucking down, everybody got to take a shot. You ain't going to make it through half the quarter, bro.
Every TD.
Every TD, you got to take a shot.
Yeah. They should incorporate that into, like, the Super Bowl. And then fucking have the Patriots win. Tom Brady's not on the Patriots anymore.
The Bucks.
Look at me, casual. I'm just kidding. But yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, at the end of it, instead of, like, oh, I'm going to go to Disneyland. Get a little more creative with it. Get them drunk.
Get a truck.
Yeah.
I'm finna go to my local brothel and get me 2 hookers.
Yeah. I'm going to Hooters.
America. Yeah. Now, it'd be hella funny, MMA drunk. Get these motherfuckers off of Fifth of Heme.
Yeah, I don't need more violent MMA.
Bro, just imagine just off the Heme, bro.
Yeah, those niggas be trying to kill each other.
Off the Heme or the tequila, bro. They be on some other shit. God damn, man.
The dark liquor give me energy.
Or even lacrosse. Motherfuckers would be shooting that little ball like randomly.
Fuck you, Tanner.
Fuck you, Tanner.
Eat it, nerd.
Oh, motherfucker said fuck.
Bro, niggas watch lacrosse, bro.
I mean, I didn't know it was on TV. I just,
It'd be on ESPN on like Saturday afternoons at 2 p.m. and everybody's busy and shit.
They ain't showing them no love. Like, and we're about to cut away from this because something more important happened in this horse race. Like,
here's a lacrosse.
Man, let me see shit. Just in case y'all wonder what we looking at, we got like a list of shit to shoot.
We got a list of random topics we just pulled out of our ass. And I'm just kidding.
Yeah, literally, bro.
Hey, how much time are we at?
Shit. Damn, we had 47 minutes.
I just stuttered.
What time are we at? It's about that time.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck the rest of those. You'll get those on the other Shoot the Shit.
The Shoot the Shit Chronicles. Hey, we might have something there now.
STSC. Yeah. Shoot the Shit.
That takes like no effort.
Yeah, at all, bro.
Like, we got an idea.
I'm fucking weak, bro. Let's get this shit over with.
But yeah, it's a 2 Coin podcast. I'm your brother Waleed, sided out.
And now I'm Ronnie, the other side of the coin.
Yeet.